You can start.
Okay, so the other day I took a tab. I think it was the day. I don't remember what day that was. I'm not gonna lie. That was like so long ago. I think that was last week. I know it was a Saturday.
So long ago. Yo.
I was like, I don't know. It was a Saturday. I took a whole tab. I was supposed to go to a party at 9, but I wanted to chill with my friends before. So I took a tab this time. 'Cause I only took halves last time. But this time, a lot happened when you take a whole tab and you want to go outside in the Bronx around Dykeman. It's not the best.
The Bronx. The minute you got into the Bronx.
Dykeman is just insane. But I took a tab and then I was smoking. Like, obviously, if you're gonna take a tab, you have to smoke because it, like, you're high and then you're like, it soothes your way into the tab. Instead of you just take the tab, just you're done. You're done. You're tripping.
Yeah?
Type shit.
I've never done it, so.
I know, right? Good. But you've done shit. You've done shit. But I took a whole tab and I was smoking, and we get hungry, and I wanted my nicotine. So I was like, yo, we gotta go to the deli to get my stick. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish that. I was telling you guys. But we decided to go to the deli. And before we actually went out to the deli, we found, you know how like in the Bronx there's like these ghetto apartments?
Yeah.
And like
those project
the project ones, and they have a hallway and then they have 2 doors. So we got out. He was on the first floor. We got out, and next to like in that lobby there was like a case of Coronas.
Oh, yeah, I remember this
The
part.
black one, the heavy, like, good alcohol shit. And then we were like, yo, what do we do with it? We were like, fuck it, let's take it home. This nigga was like, nah, what if they poisoned it? Because Corona was going in there. Like, type shit, Corona was going around. He was like, nah. I was like, fuck that shit, nigga. There's some free fucking beer. You're gonna take that shit now, right? Mind you, this is when our trip started, like, really started. It was starting for us. And then we go outside. And we go to the deli because I wanted my stick. And my friends wanted to get some food. So my other friend he went to Popeyes. My other friend went to a pizza shop. And then I was in the deli with my friend Chewy.
I know Chewy.
So me and Chewy, we get out. We're like, let's go to the pizza shop because that's closer to home type shit. So we are walking. And in between our walk to the fucking pizza shop, there's these 2 guys arguing across the street from each other. And they're like, nah, fuck you. You don't know who I am. You don't know where I've been. Like, you don't know who I got. Like, da-da-da-da-da. So one of them was actually associated with the barbershop across the street where we were. We walked in the middle of that. We didn't know what was going on. We're like, what the fuck? So we crossed the street. We crossed the street. We didn't realize other people were running away. We crossed the street to the pizza shop. I'm in there with my friend, and then some group of guys in the back of the pizza shop, they were carrying, and they came outside to help the other guy across the street from the barbershop, because the barbershop and the other guy were together, and then the other guy was with his friends in the pizza shop, but he was outside. He got into some shit with some other guy, and we didn't realize this until like we started noticing the girls in the pizza shop, the ones that are doing everything. They were like hurrying up. They were trying to close and everything because they were carrying. And then we looked at them. They were walking down. I'm like, oh, nah. So then me and my friend were like, yo, what's going on? My friend, we realized that they're about to shoot up. All of them are about to shoot at each other. And we're in the middle of this.
Because they had beef. Right?
Yeah, they had beef. We're in the middle of this. Like, this is some gang shit. Like, we're in the middle of this shit. Because we're in the pizza shop. We just came out from the fucking guy. Literally, we're carrying and shit, and then we came from the other side too with the barbershop. Like, we were in both sides at some point. And then, so, me and my friends were freaking out. We're like, oh shit. But like we're tripping. You have to understand. We were tripping. And when my friends trip, they take that shit in. They don't really like associate with when people, when they trip or when they do anything, they take it in. They don't want to like really associate reality because they're like, I'm tripping, I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. They didn't see the gun shit.
They didn't understand. So I'm over here like, I'm trying to keep my subconscious together because acid does that to you. It tries to kill your subconscious. And I'm like, yo, I gotta keep it together. Mind you, I'm like almost there, but I'm not there yet. So
well,
we
you
get
have to explain. There's levels to this shit.
There's levels to this shit. There's okay. When you do acid, You start off 1 to 3 hours, depending on how much you're doing, because the trip could either last 1 to 16. Oh no, it could either last 8 to 16 hours.
8 to 16.
8 to 12,
hours?
8 to 16.
That's a
Yeah.
whole job.
Yeah, it is. It's insane. That's why when you do ask, it's for the journey, not for the trip itself. It's pretty much for the journey, because you do learn a lot after.
Wait, so explain the difference between acid and shrooms.
Shrooms,
Because they're
Okay.
both psychedelics, right?
acid is more your everything changes. It's like the colors, the sound, the way you feel, you're kind of sweating sometimes, you're very tense, your body is like locked up. You can't really move
Oh,
type shit.
shrooms is nothing.
Shrooms is nothing like that. Shrooms is like your perspective just changes.
It's like you're more-
Yeah, shits and giggles, that's it.
Yeah.
Because you're literally gonna take a shit after.
No, right. Like,
Yeah.
why?
It's because it's food poisoning.
Yeah.
Right, it is
Remember
food
when,
poisoning. Fucking Seth Rogen said that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
He said, "I have to go to the bathroom." So you had to keep yourself. You had to keep your shit together.
Yeah, I had to, because my friends, they're fucking crazy and shit.
Alright.
But one of them wasn't tripping, so it was me, my friend Chewy, Kevin, and Carson. But he wasn't tripping. Carson wasn't tripping. He was the one in Popeyes. But me and Kevin and Chewy, we were in the pizza shop while this was all happening. But yeah, so the trip, we were at the house first for like good 3-4 hours. And then we're like, fuck, we gotta go out because I really want my Nick.
Yeah, you said that.
I'm really
already.
fiending
You
for it.
said
I was
that
really
already.
fiending for it. And I knew we should have stayed inside because everybody's like, I don't want to go outside while
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
tripping.
When you tripping, you don't want to go outside.
They know because they knew, but I didn't know because I've always tripped with them inside. It was insane. But we were outside. They started like feeling the effects at some point. It was like 4 and a half hours at that point. But like 5 hours is
shooting up.
no. So this is where it happened. Basically, so we get out because he got his pizza. The fucking ladies threw the money at Kevin. She's like, oh, I don't know what's happening. This nigga still doesn't understand what's going on. I'm like, yo, we gotta dip. I'm like, at this point, I'm like, yo, these niggas like don't understand. Because my friends, they're like hippies.
Yeah.
But he lives in the Bronx, but he's a hippie.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really get it. So I'm like, yo, we gotta dip. Like, we gotta go right now. They're about to shoot up. He's like, what? What do you mean?
Shooting drugs.
Like, right? I'm like, bruh. I'm like, yo, what are we gonna do about Carson? My fucking friend Chewy, he goes to get Carson. Mind you, outside they about to shoot at each other.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, this nigga dips. Like, he runs. Like, I don't know why. He just runs. He runs to get Carson. Mind you, Carson was like down the block.
Yeah.
So it was like, I don't know why he ran. But I'm like, yo, fuck that nigga, Kevin. We gotta go. We gotta go now. Because they were really about to shoot up. They were closing down shops. Everything was like, imagine, like, back then. And like, fuck, like Cowboys when they would close down the shops.
when
And
they about to
that's
shoot.
what it was.
Yeah.
But except it was more modern in Dykeman.
Stepping into the saloon. And
Yeah, type shit. So we had to get out the shop because they were really closing down. And then we got out. And then they were like, yo, who the fuck you think you are? I got my fucking boys on this shit. And then the guys in the barber shop that knew the other guy, they're like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga? Yo, you not from this block? I never seen you around here. Mind you, it was some Latino and some black guy.
Yeah.
Right? And we're like, yo, Kevin's like, yo, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I know. So that's why we gotta go right now. So I'm like, yo, we gotta go. Because they start shooting at each other. And he's like, yo, what's that? What's that noise? I'm like, yo, fuck that shit. Let's go. I leave Dunn. I leave Chewy. I leave Carson. I'm like, fuck them niggas. I don't know where they're gonna, like, I know they're gonna be, yo, we gotta dip right now. So this nigga, so the pizza shop is like here and it's around the corner because his house is down the block.
Yeah.
So this nigga, I don't know how, but fucking Kevin, the one I was saving from this whole thing, mind you, he has a pizza shop fucking box in his hand and shit. Mad cute. He fucking, I'm like, yo, I think everything is fine because he's running with me. We turn the corner, this nigga hits the fucking corner of the building.
He rams into
He
that
rams
shit, like,
into it. I don't know how it happened, but he told me that's the moment it started.
Oi, yikes.
I was like, bruh. I was like, yo, nigga, you need to get the fuck up. He's like, yo, I can't. I'm like, alright. He's like stuttering at this point. I'm like, fuck it, I got you. So I pick him up. I got the pizza box.
You got the strength.
I
to
had
pick
the
that
whole
man
thing.
up.
That acid wasn't holding me back. Fuck that shit. So then I'm like carrying him at this point. Everybody's running. Everybody's like getting away from the shootout and shit. Then we get to the house, the front of the building. And I had to leave him there because I didn't know where my other friends were. I needed to take care of everybody at this point.
Right. So you FaceTime one of them, right?
Yeah, so I FaceTime. I leave Kevin on the floor because he's like really gloopy right now. He just can't control his body. He's just melting on the fucking floor and shit. So I FaceTime my friend Chewy. I'm like, yo, where you at? I'm like, where the fuck you at, bro? This nigga hits me up. He's like, nah, bro, I don't know where I'm at. I'm like, what you mean? Nigga, you live around here. What you mean? He's like, nah, I don't know where I'm at, bro. I'm like, nigga, drop your location right now. Yeah, I was like, drop your location. He drops
literally
it.
me. Though. I get lost
I feel
all
like,
the
what
time.
you mean?
Same.
Come to find out, this nigga's 5 blocks away from like the original destination. And he's like, yo, I don't know how to get back. I'm like, oh my God, nigga, you not doing this shit to me right now, bro. You not doing this shit. He's like, yo, I can't. I'm like, all right, stay where you at. Don't move. Go find some place to sit. Drop your location. I'ma come that way and I'ma send an Uber so we could get back. But I had to leave my friend somewhere because he's tripping off the shit right now.
Gone.
And we can't get inside because that's not his house. So across the street from my friend's house is a church. So I'm like, if I leave him there, what would really get him?
Jesus.
Besides Jesus and the faith, the good Lord.
Honestly.
So I was like, fuck. Mind you, it's at night at this point. So I'm like, fuck. So I leave him on the steps of the church with the light light shining directly at him. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. When I left him, I was like, this is beautiful. He was laying down like he was dead. I'm not gonna hold you. This nigga's arms were like flared, like it was insane. I was like, wow, Kevin, I'll be back. He's like, you be back? I'm like, I'll be back. So I go to get my friend. I call an Uber, and you would think like these niggas would know how to act in a car, but again, this nigga's my fucking friend Chewy is tripping off the shit because he took like 1.5. And my friend Carson, he's just smacked as fuck because he didn't get a tab.
And this is where the Uber driver
This is where the Uber driver shit comes. I didn't tell you the whole thing, but basically I got in that Uber with them, and they're all, again, they fucking sloop. They're like melting on the car seat, and I'm starting to feel something at this point. Like I'm really starting to feel the fucking effects, and I'm like, all right, bro, just drive me to the location. This nigga's like, that's 5 blocks down. You couldn't walk. I'm like, fuck you, nigga. Nah, I didn't say that. But I was like, I was like, yeah, they're not good right now. They're drunk. That's what I said. They're drunk. But this nigga kept looking back at the back of the car. He was like, right. But I feel like
drive, mind your own
right.
Focus on the road.
I don't know what this nigga ticked me off. I was like, these niggas are like making moaning sounds. They're like on the fucking car, fucking moving because their back hurts, fucking everything. And then I'm like, yo, y'all need to calm down. Like, we're almost there. It's not gonna take us that long. But that fucking Uber driver does not fuck with me.
Yeah, you went off on it.
Yeah, no, I was like, yo, just drive. That's what I said, just drive. And then we get off the car. I'm like carrying one at a time to get to the fucking front of the building. Carson got himself though, because he's just smacked. He's good. But like, he still needed something because he gets smacked really easily.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got you, bro, I got you. And then I got Chewy. And then this nigga's like, oh, this nigga's falling. And then I forgot to close the door, so I had to go back and shit. That nigga's like, yo, take care of your friends. And I was like, take care of yourself too. I'm like, fuck you.
Tell him.
I was like,
Tell him.
no, he told me that.
No, you tell him.
I was like, I was tripping
up
off the set. I don't know what I said. I think a sound came out. But facts. I don't know what I was saying. I was like, yeah. I closed the door.
Caveman grunting.
Right. And I go in front of the building. He opens the door. He somehow manages to open the door. We go inside, and then he's tripping off the sit. I'm starting to feel the effects. I sit down in the window. Like 30 minutes pass. We're like, yo, where's Kevin?
They forgot his friend.
I look out the window. I'm like, yo, there he is. Fucking light shining down. Mind you, my trip is starting at this point. So I'm like, yo, I can't move. I did my part. I can't move now. So they're like, yo, we gotta go out and get him. Carson and Chewy, they're like, fuck. They're fucked because these niggas are tripping off the sit. Their peak already started at this point. I'm just starting mine. And I'm looking out the window like, yo, God really blessed this moment. I'm just thinking about God and like him and shit. And then they go out to get him. Some guy is coming up. Yo, the story gets crazy. Some guy is coming up.
This part's my favorite.
And they're both off it. Like he smoked more. Like they both smoked more. Like I don't know why. They're just like fuck it. And then as they're crossing the street, they get to the block where the church is at. Some guy comes up, and then mind you, they're like crossing the street like this. Like they're like in a fucking jungle or some shit. Like they're really like nah. I swear, my friend Chewy, he's like, yo, like I don't know what that was. And Carson's like, yo, can we just go? Like I heard that shit because like the block is not that far from this shit. And then they cross the street. Some guys comes up on them. I don't know what happened, but I think one of them like accidentally like shoved one of it, like him. I don't know what happened. It was probably Chewy. That nigga, yo. And then the guy's like, yo, you good? You good, cuz? And then Don's like, I think he moaned something again because he can't speak. Carson's like freaking out. He's clapped. He's like, yo, right? Like they're both
he said, huh?
Nah, right. Like, yo.
But in New York, if you hear, huh?
Yeah, it's disrespect. It's disrespect type shit. What you mean you not gonna talk to me?
Huh?
What you mean you not gonna know how to talk to me? What you mean? So this nigga, they start fighting. They start. Obviously, they both lost.
Nah,
Kevin's still nah. Kevin's still on the fucking steps. So they just lost. They get up like after a few minutes. I'm looking at this whole thing. I'm tripping balls. I'm like, yo, that's fucking crazy.
Like, what the fuck?
But I don't know why I was tripping. I was like, I can't process like leaving this domain right now. This is like my box right now. Like that, I can't be there yet.
That's outside.
No, I was like, I'm not there yet. That's what I thought. I was like, I'm not there yet. So this nigga, they get fucking Kevin. They're dragging this nigga because he can't fucking get up. All he talks about, all you hear him say is, yo, I'll see you later, God. That's what he said to them. They open the door, they get him in here, and then we're all just tripping. And we watched, what did we watch? I don't know what we watched.
Some necklace shit.
Yeah. Oh, Circle.
Oh, Circle.
Nah, that shit was crazy.
Movie.
But everything was moving. Everything was intense. I was like,
But tell me about your friend, how he was atheist.
They're all atheists. What you mean?
When he was tripping.
So while the trip was coming down, we were talking about like Kevin being on church, and he's like, yo, I really like God is amazing, this shit and the third. I don't know why, but the place you left me, the light was right on my face. I looked at God, I saw church. I thought I was protected. I was like, yo, what you mean, nigga? You atheist. You're atheist. He's like, I know I am, but just the experience. I was like, you're crazy, yo. And he's like, why didn't you come get me? He asked me why I didn't come get him. I was like, yo, I couldn't. Like, they didn't allow me to get outside yet. He said I gotta take a little bit more to like be outside. He's like, who is he, nigga? I was like, the trip. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect the trip. Basically.
He said the funniest shit I ever heard. He's like, you told him, you don't even believe in God. He's like, no, I knew him my whole life.
Yeah, that's yo. This nigga swears. This nigga was like, yo, I knew him my whole life. I was talking to him. I was chatting it up. I'm like, what you mean? No, you wasn't. You was like dead on the floor. For real, he was dead on the floor. And that was my story. I went home. I started talking to my brother about this whole thing.
I was there.
You were there.
I was there.
I was making severe eye contact with you when I was taking.
You did not break eye
contact. I know that was scaring you because
Yo.
you were looking away. I was like, bro, I'm so sorry. I'm tripping balls right now. I'm like, I gotta look
you
at you.
Yeah.
I was out of breath. Yeah, a good time.
Like doing the motions.
Yeah.
When you say your fan ran into the wall, you got up and ran into the door.
No, I didn't. Oh nah, that shit was funny.
Keep my headset.
Yeah, I don't know why I got this on.
No, you done talking. You tell your story. Have you ever tripped?
I've never tripped.
No.
On acid.
But on something else?
Shrooms, which was fun.
Oh, shrooms.
I'm down.
Wait, so the thing with when you get high, right? So you said that once you get high with like acid or shrooms or whatever, like then when you do weed or something.
Oh yeah, it heightens it.
It heightens your high
experience because it's a psychedelic, but it's a much stronger psychedelic.
But because you went to that level, Now when you smoke weed, you
It
could get
tries to
close.
it
Yeah,
tries
you tries to replicate that.
yeah.
Shit. That's interesting, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, kind of like rides the wave.
No, yeah, it's
What?
a-
I did not.
that's-
It's like kind of a memory things. Like when you learn something, you go back to that memory and try to,
I don't think weed is a psychedelic.
No,
It's,
wait.
It's not a psychedelic if you smoke it. It's a psychedelic if you eat it, like an edible.
Oh,
It has a
okay,
component
okay.
Inside it that if you change its chemistry, it'll be much stronger.
Right.
So,
Okay.
but it still does the same thing. It'll be way stronger if you smoke it after a tab because it'll
Right.
still try to replicate something.
Okay. That's
And-
interesting, bro.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Speaking of-